Howdy.
Hey.
It's Rygnerik.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm late.
That's all right.
No worries.
We're having tech issues anyway.
It's my fault.
It is entirely her fault, and we're disowning her.
Hmm.
I'm actually almost done with this.
Yay.
Like all of this, or like...
I am so done with all of this.
Actually, you know what? Bloop, bloop. Aw.
Yeah. That was the final straw. Trying to get this fourth page on here. Alright, 4, 3, 2, 1. Upload. Combine. Oh my god, combine faster.
Ooh, music intensifies. That's a loading bar goes across.
Get stuck at 97%.
Probably. Alright, that took way too long. But... Ba-na-na-na!
Now,
There
before
you
we
go.
start, I'm going to need you to go and just check again one more time. Make sure that button's red.
Yes, I've been recording for 26 minutes.
Alright.
Yay.
So I hit it early because, damn it.
Just making sure. And continue.
Okay. So, we're all here. We all have our character sheets, maybe. We have made it. We have survived. Well, I mean, y'all are all gonna die, but I'll be okay. That's what's important.
That's fine.
So,
Oh no.
for anyone who didn't watch the YouTube video recap that I did in an hour earlier, last time, Dadrios, after you woke up for your dream and y'all kind of regathered, you were called by Kelbin to the tower, where you met with Kelbin and Jalara, and were informed that you were actually being rewarded for saving the city like 8 times. And you were offered a sizable amount of money, as well as a plot of land with a mansion on it to be renovated to your specifications, as well as the surrounding land use specifications. I can't remember if you asked about the weird plain-faced guy last time or the time before. It's been a while. But you investigated him, as well as the orphanage, and trying to buy it, and Tamert is keeping an eye in the city council for anyone trying to buy the Assassin's Guild land.
Super secret.
You ultimately decided to teleport to the Citadel Felbar. However, when doing so, you were met with a mocking laughter in your minds, and you were shunted to some place that was not where you wanted to be. You ended up in a snowy forest of some kind with strange, dark purple sky and trees made of skin. You very thankfully avoided a surprise round against you by casting True Sight on yourselves, and found these tall, shadowy creatures approaching you, that they then proceeded to steal your magic from you. Luckily for you all, they mostly stole the ability to summon a chair.
I'm still giddy about it.
So just for fun, to let y'all know, after they steal the spells, they would then use them against you. So I'm like, yeah, they're gonna steal like fireball and instant kill. No, summon chair.
Yeah. For me, it'd be like, here.
Would
take
the same rules apply? They can only use it when talking about the deity.
Yes.
I cast 20-minute monologue.
First you would have to convert them, and then they would have to only be able to use it. Yeah. So.
I'm loving the panda icon you got.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, I finally found one. So you managed to defeat 2 of those, but you were also set upon by these creatures Tamar had summoned against you. He had said the name of. I don't think any of y'all remember it.
Spooky dogs.
Spooky dogs, essentially.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Bring
Verbatim.
forth the spooky dogs. Which they gave you quite a bit of trouble. They seem to be very difficult to hit and like to wrap around you when you did. Dadrios, though, had the clever idea to utilize, again, thanks to Tamar, the necklace they got off him that turned healing into pain. And a combination of efforts between Slorth and Dadrios transferred this reverse healing into the creature and burned both of them up. As the kind of dust settles from dealing with these things and trying to figure out just how to kill them as they continue to suck bits of your soul away, you still find yourselves in this strange, kind of eerie forest with the skin trees and the strange sky.
Well, and we use the Sending Stone to contact Buff Mage.
You did, and Jalara contacted you and with concern, deducing, as I'm sure everyone's figured out by now, that you were in some other plane of existence.
What?
I know, surprising. Not sure which one, though. She seemed to need a bead on you, but you didn't quite have an answer for her. So, Sir Smush and the Get Down Boys, what are you doing?
This is mid-rest or post-rest?
So, it is y'all's time, like 11 in the morning.
And we just finished combat?
Yeah,
Those
y'all-
guys just.
Yeah, y'all just finished combat, and y'all only woke up a couple hours ago. You have not taken a short rest or anything yet.
I am going to.
I have a magic potion that can help us all fall asleep early.
Is it
Nice.
Like, I think we need a rest.
I cast alcohol.
Yeah.
I thought we planned on tiny hutting and calling that a rest because I'd already hit long rest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up. What y'all want to try is up to you.
Long rest, please.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have.
Yeah. I was gonna roll over, make sure Slorth's good because he took a lot of necro damage,
Yeah.
and then
He looked a
Give
little
everyone
singes
fist
around
bumps.
the edges.
do
Did
like
you-
a little nice fist bump.
Did you have any spells left before you long rested? Like any summoning creatures spells, Slorth?
Man, I feel like I went through. Man, I don't honestly know for sure what I had left. Why? What were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking that like before we rested, it'd be nice for you to maybe send them to scout around or something.
Oh, I don't need a. I think I can do that on my own. But yeah, if we're gonna rest, I would like to I would like to do a wild companion and get a. What is the one I like using?
Is this something you're summoning, or you're looking around for an animal?
No, it's something that I'm using myself.
Okay.
Damn it! Oh, that's right. I got a button on it. Yeah, it's gonna be like I'll go with owl. Could do octopus, but that seems like it wouldn't get much ground covered.
I mean, a little bit at a time. So what are you casting?
Wild companion. It uses my wild shape, but instead it conjures a like a familiar of the wizard's familiar kind of thing that I
Okay.
can see through its senses and all that fun stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, so you conjure up an owl.
Yeah.
Okay. You send him off. You see through his eyes. Is that how that one works?
Yeah, I borrow all his senses. I'm deaf and dumb and whatnot in the process, but
Plus, now you're looking through an owl.
yeah.
So you watch as this owl takes flight, and the first thing you do is kind of look off on the horizon just to see if you can kind of get a sense of your location. What you see is very not what you expected. In the distance, you see a desert look like maybe a mile away. You turn your head the other direction, and in another direction you see mountains made of fire just burning, jutting up out of the ground. You turn another direction and you see nothing. It's just open space with these large masses floating by. It seems like everywhere you look is a different plane of existence.
It's a really bad seed. Whoever created this world, bad seed.
Yeah, it's a bad seed. Somebody quilted it together badly. You look down, and you can see the forest below you is fairly sparse. Are you looking for anything specific, or are you just looking in general?
Structures, creatures.
Okay. Glancing around a little further away from you, you see what looks like a small flock of... It's hard to tell from this distance, but they seem to just be like a fuzzy ball with wings that are all kind of flapping in one direction. You look down in kind of the opposite direction, and you see a glowing, burning orb that's just kind of drifting in like a random path along the scape. You see several large mushrooms that seem to be hopping along on their own. And you see several strange creatures making their way towards you.
What do they look like?
Make a perception check.
Mr. Owl Friend makes it with advantage, and he's going to use my perception since I'm seeing through him. That's going to be 22.
Okay. The first thing you see, and like you can see it clearly, but it takes you a second because you're not quite sure what you're looking at. It looks like a person, or several people. You see pink skin of a human. You can see a chest, but it looks like they're on their back. However, their arms are stretched to the ground, and there's two arms stretched to the ground, kind of with their chest to the sky and arms bent over backwards on the ground. And you can see two legs twisted around on the ground behind them, and the skin seems to stretch into this hairy, almost bulbous-like end of these large, spider-like, deformed, human-looking things coming your way.
Can I see how about, or for one, assuming this map is north, south, east, west, up, down, left, right, which direction are they coming from, and about how far away are they from us?
You don't know about north, but yeah, assuming this map, just for simplicity's sake, north is up, you see 6 of them coming from the northeast. And they are definitely making a beeline towards you. Or at least towards the group.
So 6 kind of horrific looking by peer. Alright, I can still talk, so I'm giving out this description while I'm seeing through the owl's eyes.
Yeah, so you get this kind of gruesome play-by-play by Slorth as his eyes are kind of whited over.
So, just a thought. I'm totally out of spells, and they cannot get into the tiny hut. I vote that we just rest anyway.
I mean, yeah, if they can't get in, I mean, the worst they could do is try. So we're either running away from these horrific things, or we're in a a safe little plane that's got to have better weather than this. I'm down for trying tiny hut.
Random question: how does the air feel?
It is
Like,
fucking cold.
well, like, does it feel like when you breathe? Is it like normal air? Does it feel different?
You're able to
Does it
breathe
taste funny?
fine. You're able to breathe. Make an, let's say, investigation check. Just
Tastes
to
like nickels.
Yeah, just to see if you can kind of identify it.
Eat some snow. Nom, 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 nom.
12.
Okay.
Does it taste funny?
Yeah, the air has kind of a burnt metal taste, but you're not quite sure. You can't quite identify it or not sure what that means. It is really dry, like lack of humidity dry.
Even though there's snow?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely start working up a tiny hut.
That probably means it's also that good crunchy snow.
All right, if nobody's opposed, I'm gonna just tiny hut and let's take a midday nap.
Yeah.
Okay. How long does Tiny Hut take to cast?
10 minutes.
Okay. Slorth, by, doing a little owl geometry and triangulating their speed versus distance, you would guess they're probably 5 or 6 minutes from you.
Well, shit.
Getting
Is there?
you.
I was
As
just
you
gonna say, is
kind
there
of-
any
Go
way
ahead.
you could disguise the tiny hut?
I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it looks like anything from the outside. I think it's just like
Tiny Hut is tinted whatever you want it to be, so it can blend into the environment. That's free.
Gotcha.
And I think he's suggesting the tiny hut won't be done before they get here, though. Right?
Yeah.
Let me double check.
That is definitely an issue. He said there's like 6
1
of
minute,
them.
I'm sorry.
Casting time is 1 minute.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
1 minute.
If you ritual cast it. Slorth, as you kind of circle and sweep down a little low, you get kind of a better look, and you definitely see a very spider-like head, but almost a human-like upside-down face underneath the spider head. And you can hear something coming from them. You can't make it out, but they seem to be saying something.
That's wonderful.
So I guess do you have to ritual cast it, or do you have a spell slot left to like normal cast it?
No, I can normal cast it. It will only take a minute. I was
Okay.
wrong.
I say when she starts at everyone, I tell everyone to get close to me, and I hold up the staff and I start doing pass without a trace. To hopefully clear our. It should rid. I mean, I know we probably still have the area around us, but we won't currently be leaving tracks or scent or anything like that. It may make them get confused, hopefully, when they're trying to track us.
Sure.
Now here's the other thing: Panda will not fit in the tiny hut.
I can
Yeah.
I can snap my fingers and he's gone.
Okay. Forever.
No, I just resummon him.
Or
Alternatively, I can use him to. I was thinking that we could use him to kind of lure them away for a bit.
That's a good idea.
Send
Yeah.
him to death. Send him to death.
No, because I can communicate with him for up to a mile. As soon as he's about to die, he's gone. He's safe. He's fine. So that's what I was thinking.
I guess
Okay.
I'm on the burner if we don't get it in time.
Yeah.
As I start doing past that a trace, do they seem to lose our tracks, or are they like still beeline straight for us?
They're still. I mean, they're not like bearing down on you just yet. They're still a little bit out. They still seem to be headed your direction. They seem to have a heading that they're following.
Must be a waypoint above us. Should have checked for that.
Yeah. You look up. There's a big glowing diamond. Son of a.
I thought that was for protagonist only.
well, maybe they are the protagonists in this world.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
We did show up and start wrecking face, so...
They're actually an adventuring party.
I'm the creepy crabwalker human. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to keep watching, making sure while she's getting Tiny Hut set up.
Okay,
Nope,
so
I'm tiny hutting as fast as I can.
all right. So you put the dome up, which I can draw. It's
Where exactly are we putting it? Are we like nestling it kind of in the corner there? Or?
Where do you want it?
Somebody who can actually see the map can choose.
That's good. I like where Rygnerik clicked. That was like a good spot.
Okay.
So there.
Yeah.
I just nestled in the corner.
Can it be safely in the sky?
10-foot radius. Okay.
Floating tiny hut.
Yeah.
So, like, well, it's a little small. 15, 20, 15. Okay. Well, this is not well drawn, but
It's perfect. That's what it looks like in the description.
bearish. Yeah, I think the official D&D art. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
Okay, so you get the tiny hut cast, and you all kind of huddle in.
Out of curiosity, this cliffside, obviously it's snow on the top and the ground, but on the cliffside, what is it?
Rock.
Okay, that's what I was wanting to know.
Yeah, you can investigate a little closer if you want, and it does appear to be stone. It's not skin, thankfully.
Everything's skin.
If
you closely look at the snow, it's little skin.
It's not snow. It's skin flakes.
Skin flakes and dandruff. Gross.
Oh, I made
Legs.
wig myself out with that. Okay, that's everyone, right? Except Panda.
I'm gonna use him to. He's fine.
Remember me.
He's a big brave boy. He'll be fine.
He's very brave.
He's like what? 6 of them? Fucking bring it.
He's definitely brave enough to be forced to obey your every command.
He's like, that's cool.
Well, he knows he'll just be snapped to safety if anything happens. It's fine.
Let me check one thing. Type. So
It's
is
probably
it
really hard to see in this.
Yeah, actually, he's pretty well camouflaged.
Nice.
So is it like a legit polar bear, or is it like a fae?
It is. It counts as a celestial.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you all huddle into the tiny hut, and the sound definitely hits you before you get a visual on them, especially with kind of the trees blocking. You hear this. They all seem to be saying something. As you kind of listen, you realize they're repeating 1 or 2 phrases over and over. Does anyone speak? What is this? This is...
It's a grocery list, right? They're like, can't forget the eggs,
Yeah.
tortillas, bacon.
Does anyone speak Undercommon?
Yes,
Oh my.
Okay.
I do.
I do not.
Ashling, you understand they were saying over and over some variation of warmth, warmth, give us your warmth, warmth,
Oh, they're cold.
warmth.
I bet that one with its belly up, walking on its arms and legs backwards, wants scritches.
Yeah, they're just cold. We were scared of them this whole time. They just want to snuggle.
Don't.
Snuggle our warm flesh. I am still watching from the owl, the bird's eye view.
Yeah, so as you're watching from the owl, you're seeing them coming up, and they definitely start to weave through the trees, heading towards your dome. And kind of peeking out, you do finally get a visual on these things.
I tell him he may want to make Panda make a run.
Yeah.
Run for it in the direction.
Well, if they just want warmth, can we give them a like warm stick or something?
See, if they come closer, the warm stick is going to be my flaming sword.
Oh, my music
Well,
box disconnected.
Is
They were done.
It didn't like skin snow.
Yeah, just noped out.
Is any of the tree inside the dome?
No, the dome
No.
is its own separate space.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll fix it.
It's actually a lot bigger on the inside. If it's like Gilligan's Island style, where we go in and it's like a big old room.
I will say, inside, it is no longer cold. The temperature is actually very nice. It's kind of like a cool 70. You all kind of like can breathe a sigh of relief in this little mini kind of greenhouse protecting you.
And she can make it like whatever she wants on the inside, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
She put like a nice tree or something that's not made of skin.
Well, she can she can make the temperature whatever she likes. She can't add objects. And
Gotcha.
I thought it worked like a holodeck or something.
if you want to check Discord,
You're gonna get the close up of these cute guys.
that's what you see approaching you.
Oh, please no.
That image.
Oh, God.
You see 6 of those. They're medium size, but for some kind of spider creature, they're huge. But you see them approach the dome, and they just keep repeating that warmth, warmth, give us warmth, warmth, over
Yeah,
and over.
Send Panda running or poof them out of existence. I don't think they want cuddles.
I'm gonna send them over here and see if they react.
Okay. You see kind of blue and red kind of pause and look up Panda's direction, and then turn their attention back to the dome and just say, warmth. Give us warmth. Warmth.
No, thank you.
What if you just made another tiny hut and just let them chill in there?
She'd have to leave this one to do
That's
that.
true. That's
I
true.
think they want
Yeah.
the warmth that only flesh will bring.
Well, they're not killing the bear, so I think we just like.
He is celestial, though.
Yeah.
Do we have anything we can catch on fire?
I mean, everything's flammable if you're bold enough.
How does this tree beside us look? Is it
They are now climbing on top of the dome, still chanting the same thing. You can see, and now they're like, you get a really good up close look at these things. You can see their hands and feet on the dome, and you can see this like kind of sullen human face with just eye sockets and a mouth saying this phrase over and over as they. It's strange. Their hands actually suction cup to the dome as they walk up it.
okay? Can I like this tree that's here?
There's
Is it
three-
close enough that I could just reach out of the dome and like grab a branch?
There's only one entrance to it. It's like the flap we came in, I
the-
believe.
The
No, that's not-
The branches are too high above you to reach without. Like, I'd say the lowest branch is probably 10 feet above you.
And it is flesh
We
tree.
can,
And
we
it's a flesh
can
tree.
we can set our stabbing day daggers on fire.
Hold on a second. I have another idea. Either one of two things is going to happen. We're all in here. Let's cast a teleport scroll to go home. And either we go home, yay, or we teleport to a random place in this world again that's not surrounded by spider creatures.
I mean, last time we teleported, we got immediately attacked.
Yeah, let's.
So I'm gonna
That's
pull
not a
out
bad
my
idea.
my rope and command it to like grab a hold of a branch and pull it close.
Sure, you can do that. The branches are long enough that you can bend one down. And you kind of pull it down, and there is now a skin-covered branch within reach of the tiny hut.
How flammable do these things look?
I mean,
Oh,
you don't
I
know a
forgot
lot
they were
about
skin.
you don't know a lot about skin trees.
I forgot that. Okay, new plan. I ditch I tell the rope to unhook and just put it back.
The
I pull
limb-
out my spare short bow
Okay.
and ask Dadrios to catch it on fire.
Done.
And then I toss it outside the tiny hut.
Okay, where are you tossing it?
And just like
North, south, east, west.
Throw it in north.
right here. Well,
Okay.
yeah, like this way.
Make a. I mean, you're okay at throwing things. You've never thrown an arrow before.
No, it's a whole bow.
Oh, you caught a whole bow on fire?
Yes.
Sure. All right. So you kind of get that started, and you let it kind of burn a little bit till it's getting close to your hand, and then you pop your hand out real quick, toss it, and suck your hand back in. There is an immediate reaction from all the spider creatures as they all jump off the dome and swarm around this flaming bow. And as you watch, they go up and they actually put their hands and their face just directly into the fire. But you don't see it burn them. Instead, they seem to almost absorb the fire as it trails over their bodies, and they suck it up, and within seconds the bow is no longer on fire, and you notice all the spiders look just a little bit more robust.
Good. We've made them happy.
That's good.
Don't feed the animals.
It's a small fire.
And then they kind of like, one of them kind of hits the bow a couple times, and they look back and forth at it a little frustratingly, and then immediately turn and start chanting again as they surround the dome.
Lots going
You
good.
just boom,
I mean,
boom,
we-
boom as they beat on it.
Put some earmuffs on and take a nap anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be able to get in.
Spells back.
What if
You
they ask
can-
really nicely?
You can turn the tiny hut opaque so they can't see us inside of it.
Oh,
They
yeah,
see us
I
all warm and
definitely did
cozy.
that. I definitely made it an opaque color.
Yeah, no, I assume the dome is kind of the same color as the snow around and opaque, and for any casual observer, they might miss it entirely because it's camouflaged. These creatures don't seem to be tracking you visually.
Okay.
So y'all just piecing it for the night? Day
Well-
/ night?
What's my husband's name again? We're getting married. He just doesn't know it yet.
Cantros?
Cantros.
You might want to learn
I-
his name.
Yeah, I lean on Cantros and tell him I'm a little cold.
He looks super confused and is like, well, I'm an acid dragon. I don't... Oh, you
And I
mean...
just-
And then he's like, oh, and he the most awkward 14-year-old imaginable, like hover arms you and pats you on the shoulder and is like, there.
Slorth pops his head up right behind him.
Oh god,
right behind him, Slorth pops his head up. You're doing really good, mate.
Jesus, you're sneaky. Okay. So
Yeah, I'm gonna since they're not messing with him, I'm gonna have Panda also rest out there,
okay.
but kind of also tell me if anything happens, if something wakes him up.
Okay. So y'all kind of it's a little distracting because even though the outside is opaque, you can still see out. So it's clear on the inside and opaque on the outside, kind of like a one-way fog glass kind of situation. So you can still see these things like putting their feet and their bodies and their mouths just all over the dome and just making little smears across it with saliva, and just the constant thumping from them beating on the dome. It's a little unnerving. Aisling, I assume, is just drinking herself to sleep.
Yep.
So she
Anyone who needs some can share.
It's mighty nice.
Does anyone else partake?
Nah.
No.
Okay. The Cantros is like, I'll take some. Those things are weird.
I am going to work on my puzzle sphere a little bit.
There
Okay.
you go.
Make an investigation check.
It's becoming a new obsession. You can't sleep until you've played with it.
Pretty much.
When you solve it, you're not going to know what to do with your life.
22.
Okay. So Rygnerik, you're just trying to block everything out and just concentrate on something to kind of, just block everything out. And you go back to that little piece that got jammed before, and you sit there and you just kind of stare at it for a sec. You're like, that should have worked. And then you have just a kind of, you've left it alone, come back to an epiphany. And you're like, oh, if I twist that, and you twist it and it clicks, and you're like, aha. And you push it back in, and another piece pops out, and you twist that, and you rotate this other thing. And then all of a sudden, the sphere opens.
Is there anything inside of it?
There is there is a ring inside.
Oh, I got charges of identify before you put that bad boy on.
Yeah, you wanna do that?
Yep.
You
Well,
identify
should be a ring of minor discomfort or something.
It is a ring of constantly having to pee. No, you discover a ring of protection.
Well, shoot.
Just a standard ring of protection.
Yep.
Can we put something good inside it for the next person that finds a little puzzle box? Ooh, let's put a cursed necklace inside it.
Okay. Well, I guess I will put that thing on.
Okay. It requires attunement. I don't know how many
So-
people are attuned. I think you're
Yeah, I'm out of that. Who wants the ring of protection?
It's a +1 bonus to ACs and saving throws.
Probably makes more sense for a frontline person to wear it anyways.
Y'all have had that thing since day one.
I guess that makes sense why it's not something badass.
Yeah.
City one.
It's a level 1 item that you've kept through the whole game.
Does it stack with another item of protection if one of us has it?
Yes.
You want to get that one, Dadrios?
I got 2 hands. I'll roll 1 on each hand. If nobody else wants it.
You already
Yeah,
have one ring of protection, or?
Yep.
Go for it.
You make sure that you're not gonna waste it.
I mean, try adding it and see if D&D Beyond lets you, right?
I don't know if 2 rings stack. Let me look that up.
Oh, he's not putting it on his finger.
Oh, in that case, no.
Belly button, you pervs. Jeez.
No, you can't stack 2 rings of protection. Yeah, I forgot you already had one on. But it would stack with something like a cloak of protection or something like that. You just can't do 2 of the same item.
Does somebody want to trade me the cloak and I'll give them the ring? And then I'll have a ring and a cloak? Or does somebody just want the other ring? Because I don't, at the end of the day, I don't really care. It's just
I can
no one seems...
actually do that. I'll trade
Yeah.
you my cloak of protection for your ring.
Okay, also, if you just want the ring without trading the cloak, so you have better AC, that's also fine.
Like the
I
sex
mean-
blanket? The cloak, the sex blanket. That's
I
what you're gonna...
mean,
What?
it does smell a little funny.
Yeah, it's a sex blanket.
Oh, Ashling's cloak? Yeah, you might want to wash that thing first.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, if you also just want the ring, I'm not... To raise your own
Okay.
AC, that's fine.
Okay,
you can
my,
have both
my
too.
AC's not great.
Yeah, so if your AC is lower, then you take the ring.
It was
Okay,
better
thank you.
with Big Buff Daddy's robe.
He might have asked for that back.
Yeah.
Had you not returned it.
She sprayed her perfume all up in it to make him think of her.
Yep.
Nice.
Why does it smell like this? It smells like booze and sadness.
And dog.
And dog. And lizard? Okay, so yeah, you can add that to your inventory and be sure to attune to it.
Hooray!
Okay, anything else? Anyone else doing anything before y'all attempt to sleep?
Nope.
Alright. So you all kind of settled in, a couple of you plugging your ears to the constant thump 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 from these weird creatures.
Oh, I did say that I wanted to do one more thing. I just remembered it last session. I'd like to get at least a couple of casts, ritual casts of the hell is it, Commune with Nature? Because I remember before he said it was a cacophony of static and everything. I wanted to try to see if I could narrow something down to specifics.
Did you say cacophony?
Yes, I did.
It's cacophony.
Tomato.
Tomato cacophony.
Yeah, tomato cacophony is.
Yeah, you can do that.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing it now. I'm just. Just sit in the corner with my arms crossed. Just,
no, I'm not gonna.
I lived in a forest for like 35 years.
You're welcome.
You're right. I'm being classist for a.
I need you, and this isn't your ability to cast a spell or anything. This is your ability to identify what you're seeing. Make an Arcana check.
Arcana. 19. How about that?
Okay. So you sit down and you're like, all right, maybe I can, you got a whole lot of information that first time. Maybe I can kind of, pick out a few of the pieces of spaghetti and look at them. You think about it, and you know several planes of existence, and you know the names and kind of basic descriptions of a few of them, even though you've never visited any. You get a hit from the astral plane nearby. You also get a hit from the ethereal plane nearby. You get several other demiplanes. You get a hit from a hell dimension nearby, and many more that you just don't recognize. But it seems like just from your knowledge, it seems like you can see almost every dimension from where you're sitting. Make a history check.
Also, these guys are cold. I'm sure hell's pretty warm.
Yeah.
Want to have them go there.
I guess maybe they have little boundaries. I wonder if it's like just little cross sections. Like maybe they can't cross from plane to plane. Sorry, history check. That's another fat +0.
Never know what you get.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be 1.
You got no fucking idea what any of that means. There's a whole lot of shit around you.
So you said astral plane nearby, ethereal plane nearby.
Those are the ones you are like, oh, I recognize that. But there's definitely, just from what you can tell, it's like you'd even venture a guess to say they're just all nearby.
What is with my 19 in Arcana? What would I venture is the closest, generally non-hostile plane to where we are?
Probably. I mean, they're all kind of unfriendly, to be honest.
The astral plane?
But why though?
Oh my god, yes.
I mean, I'm sure the ethereal plane's filled with things that we sent, or I guess it'd be the astral plane, things we sent to the other side, so probably wouldn't be a nice welcoming committee there.
Yeah, you know there's a lot of not friendly things in pretty much every plane. Let me...
I guess material plane included, right?
Exactly. You can jump to the material plane and end up in a group of trolls.
Big ass leviathans, fucking.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm in the plane of leviathans. Yeah. I mean, there's hazards in all directions. There's not a fluffy bunny plane that you know about, unfortunately.
Alright, well, I guess I take that information and take my siesta.
Okay. But do you describe this to anyone else, or you just kind of think
Yes,
about it?
I do. I mean, in my head, as I do it, is it almost like a checkerboard pattern?
No, it's in fact not only is it not uniform, like it doesn't seem to be a quilt, they seem to be in different places constantly. Like you're like, oh, to the north is the astral plane. Oh no, now that's to the west, and this plane's to the north. Oh no, that's over there. They seem to be just all over the place all the time. It's very disorienting when you cast the spell.
Now, is this just limited to the flat surface plane that we're on, or if like we were to somehow travel straight up, would some of them be like in the sky? We'd hit like a patch of this plane.
They are definitely. You are definitely getting hits from both the sky and below you as well.
Okay, so we're literally in all directions.
Yeah.
Huh.
And as Slorth kind of describes what this strange phenomenon that's going on around you, everyone give me history checks that's listening.
That's not me.
Yeah.
That's
you
not
failed
history.
yours.
No.
Sorry.
I want Panda to make a history check.
I mean, I don't know if he was listening, but I mean, he could.
Did you catch that, Ashley?
Sorry.
Give me a history check.
Okay,
What kind of bonus would
20.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. So
This is cacophonious over there.
So as Slorth is describing this kind of just like this situation just makes really no sense as far as any of you heard. You're all kind of listening to Slorth talk and thinking about like what the hell does all this mean? Aisling kind of like snorts and jerks her head up and spills a little bit of alcohol and is like, "Oh yeah, I read about that."
All eyes slowly turn.
All eyes just kind of like, okay. And like for a few seconds she doesn't say anything because she's has to kind of drunkenly recenter herself, and with some nudging, Aisling goes, "Oh yeah, the far plane does that." I'm sorry,
Go on.
the far realm.
Far realm. What does she know about the far realm other than it does this?
In passing, Aisling, you don't really remember where you read this, Aisling, but just kind of bored at home, flipping through books in the library, you just kind of read a passage. You're like, "Oh, that's weird." It just kind of stuck with you because it was a weird kind of thing, weird place. It is a plane of existence that not a lot of people visit, and even less people come back from. It's the place that aberrations come from, and it is a place of madness, essentially. It acts as kind of a nexus point to all the other planes of existence, which is why it's sort of crazy. Has anyone seen Annihilation?
Nope.
Ah, you all suck. Okay. Well, all the other planes kind of bleed into this space and mix. So you get a lot of weird shit here like skin trees and people spiders. And all kinds of nasty things that cause most people who look into this plane eventual insanity if they keep studying it.
Cool.
I have an idea since we're here. Our face, the bard, speaks Undercommon.
Yep.
You want to try to talk these guys?
I sure do.
Go for it.
Can they hear me through the tiny hut?
Yeah. Sound can... Well, let me just make sure for you.
It says spells don't penetrate, but it didn't say just good old-fashioned
Yeah.
lip flapping won't go through.
I'm only checking because you can like hide and have conversations inside it without alerting. So let me just double check. I'm gonna say it can. I'm gonna allow it. Yeah, I'll say it can.
Okay, which skin spider has the biggest biceps?
They're all about the same. You do notice though, they all have kind of a scrawny, like starving look to them. But after absorbing that fire, you do notice a little more muscle tone than there was before.
Alright, I just pick one and ask him how he's doing.
Warmth. Give us warmth.
Do you come here often?
Give us warmth.
I don't know what to say to these guys.
Give us warmth or what?
I mean, we can see if they're willing to barter. Tell them we can make warmth if they can leave us alone, and we'll get a good rest and give them some warmth in the morning.
I asked them if they want us to start a fire.
Fire. Warmth. Give us warmth. And as you kind of imply fire, you notice they claw a little more desperately at the tiny hut.
Will you leave us alone if we build you a fire?
Give warmth. And now they're like, you can see them actually tearing back their fingernails on the hut trying to get at you.
Oh god. I'm in too deep. I don't want to talk to these guys. I'm creeped out.
I say egg them on until they beat themselves against the tiny hut so much they hurt themselves.
Put some sandpaper on the outside. Let's just whittle themselves down.
I mean, I already need therapy, so I guess.
This thing is right in your face, just beating on it, trying to get at you.
So they're not really willing to converse.
Don't think so.
All right, back to Mimi's.
Back to Mimi's?
Yeah, back to sleep.
Oh. Anyone else want to try anything else? All right, I'll take that
I
as a
kind
no.
of like the idea of egging them on until they break their own fingers.
That's up to you.
I just kind of say fire. Warm.
It's
So warm in here, all these warm bodies.
We got it. You want it.
Every time you say something like fire or warmth or something implying the
Fuego.
same nature, they react like holding a piece of meat in front of a zombie. Just triggered frenzy every time.
I take a big swig of my whiskey and keep on going.
Okay. They are definitely clawing at the hut, and they've now many of them have broken their fingernails off trying to get at it. Though they are streaking like finger lines of blood down the hut, they don't seem to like be doing permanent damage to themselves.
No one's like breaking their fingers
Not
or
quite.
like smashing their knuckles.
No.
So, I have an idea before I doze off here then. I'm just going to kind of lean my sword against the wall and put it at like a very low temperature.
Put it on
Like
simmer.
the lowest flame I can muster.
Okay.
Just against the wall, kind of. Just like-
The
yeah.
second you do, they immediately all crawl around it, trying to get at it.
Ugh.
Are they clawing at about the same intensity?
Yeah, they don't seem to be able to do much more than that.
Okay. I was going to say, okay, but what if I turn it up a little bit? Do they get more desperate?
About the same. They're pretty
Ah.
desperate already.
You can make it like the guy with the magnet underneath the stage. Make them go around the hut and bonk their heads into the cavern
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah, I lift my sword to the top of the hut.
They all climb on top of it after it.
I have a good laugh, and then I turn it off and lay back down.
They
'Cause-
look like there's this weird look of disappointment, which is disturbing coming from that horrible face. And they kind of slowly disperse again. And you do notice they all seem to be kind of gathering around each of you.
I feel kind of bad about what I did, but Dadrios is also very tired at this point. So it's just that kind of tired, like,
Okay, y'all go to sleep.
But- Spider-Man goes scritch, scritch, scritch.
He does.
Yep.
Okay, so it takes most of you a little while to kind of get over the creepiness of it, but the previous battle did drain you some very literally, and so your body does feel very waned and tired, and you are able to eventually find sleep. Dadrios,
Yeah.
about halfway through the night, you are woken up, not by a dream, thankfully. You're still
I was
where
gonna say,
you're
thank God.
at. not by a dream. You're legit woken up by Panda going, something's coming up.
And that's it.
Yep.
What do you say?
Something's coming, and then silence. Well,
As you peer out, Panda's no longer there.
Can I still communicate with him?
What is it, a mile?
Yeah, it's up to a mile.
Yeah, he's still within range. Make a quick perception check for me.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Hold on, my computer's being stupid. It wanted me to roll it at -5 instead of +5. 21.
Okay. So you immediately glance out, the direction you last saw him. You see there seems to be fresh snow on the ground. You see the kind of divot in the snow where Panda was. No longer a panda there. You don't see any tracks coming or going from it, but you do see 2 massive marks in the snow on either side that look like wing prints.
Oh dear.
Okay. But he doesn't talk after that.
No.
Okay. I'm going to just desummon him and see if.
Okay.
Yeah.
You desummon him, and about 1 second later, you hear this extremely loud screech of frustration from somewhere in the sky.
Okay.
Tell us.
So, more than a mile then in the sky?
At this point, you could guess probably from the sound.
Yeah. Because if I couldn't communicate with him, it'd have to be at least that much.
Yeah, something seemed to happen very quickly to him.
Okay.
I mean, if it's hungry, we got some fresh and Rudy Tooty boys up here.
As you look around, that one is still right at face level, just boom, 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 next to your head.
If they would just cuddle together, they wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you go back to sleep? What do you do?
Because technically I can resummon him, but not inside the hut. So my plan is to just resummon him and ask him what he saw in the morning.
Okay.
Since I was able to get him out before he died or anything.
Can you tell if he's taking damage?
We can communicate telepathically, so I would assume so. But I also know I'm not a druid, so it doesn't have that kind of effectiveness.
We'll wait in the morning.
Okay.
So you go back to sleep?
Yeah, I know he's safe wherever he's desummoned to, so yeah, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
He's back in the fairy plane, which is right over there, actually. He's waving to you.
Bye!
You just bamfed me over here! Okay, you go back to sleep. About 8 hours pass. You all get a long rest. The dome, will fade soon. You all kind of open your eyes. It is still dark out. The lighting doesn't seem to have changed at all. You're still surrounded by a bunch of spiders. Don't seem to have stopped or rested. Just there is blood smeared all over the outside of the dome now.
Can we exit any spot of the dome we want to?
Yeah. There's no doors.
Okay.
I would like to ready an action to stab one as soon as the dome drops, and to have Sir Shmush chase his flail into them.
Okay. Just kind of Beyblade into them.
Surrounded, right?
Well, hopefully we got a little bit of time before the dome, so we can get some fighting done.
You woke up. It's not gonna drop in the next 2 seconds or anything. You've got a few minutes. Let me see.
I've got a couple of options. I can summon elementals now. I could summon 8 steam methods, or 4 magma ones, that are just literally little mini fire elemental thingies, and try to lead them off with that. I can also summon ice ones and see if maybe since they love heat, maybe they really hate ice. I had this bad boy prepared so that we could use it for some AoE damage against those fuckers that we get so much trouble with.
Whatever you want to try.
Hold on. Alright, sorry. My computer just randomly slows down and locks up for some reason. Alright, so ideas. Do we want to just go out fighting? Straight from the get-go? Do we see anything else in the immediate area, or is it just these guys?
From where you are now, that's pretty much all you can see. You got kind of trees blocking you in all directions from seeing too far.
Can we see?
Question. Can I put the ring of protection on, like, Sir Smush's collar? Because his AP sucks.
I mean, we rarely... I'd hate to waste it on someone who we rarely have actually in combat. You always have them off to the sideline.
Yeah. Well, just for now, because we're surrounded, and I'm not going to be able to get him out of battle. You know what I mean?
It takes an hour to attune to something.
Oh, I thought you said 2 minutes.
No, an hour to attune.
Oh.
You could have attuned to it overnight if you wanted to wear it, but if you wanted to stick it on Smush, then it might be a little late for that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do we want to go ahead and arrange our people?
Did we lose you, Chris?
Nope. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I lost you in roll
Yeah.
20.
Oh yeah. My roll 20 just like disappeared. I guess it crashed.
As y'all are doing this, Kantros kind of holds up a hand and is like, "Can I have a weapon?"
I thought we got them weapons.
Did you? Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
you
we
got his
did.
Claws. Oh, I'm sorry.
have
My
the
bad.
claws,
My bad.
yeah.
Forgot all about the claws. Yeah, no, he's good. He's got his claws on. He's ready to go.
Let's do this.
About how much time do we have?
I'll say you know, knowing that the situation was still going on, y'all woke up about 10 minutes early. So I'd say you've got about a total of 10 minutes to
Well,
do what you
okay.
wanna do.
Do we not want to try to teleport anyways?
I mean, there's no reason to think it'll go any better than last time.
But there's
Yeah.
no reason to think it will go any worse.
I mean, there's always some... I mean, it's always possible to get to, like, 5th level of Hell Plane kind of thing, but could also get somewhere that gives us more options, or we don't have to go straight to battle, and because, I mean, can only get so many rests in per, an amount of time.
Or it takes us to somewhere worse.
Yeah. But, I mean...
Ashling, you know this because you're familiar with the spell.
Mhm.
When you teleport, you can only teleport to the same plane of existence,
Oh.
Unless you get hijacked.
unless some other thing happens.
Okay. In a couple levels, I'll get plane shift, and we'll laugh at this.
So since you said 10 minutes, that's exactly how long it takes to resummon. So I'm going to start working on that.
Okay,
while we're
I'll
discussing.
say you can. Y'all. It doesn't have to be exactly 10 minutes. Y'all knew the situation. You could, set an alarm a little early, so you can have time to resummon him. And so you bring him back.
Not until the tiny hut's down because he won't fit in here.
Okay.
Well, I
so
guess
you-
I could summon him in a place I can see. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like right here ish. Well, roll 20's not working, but
you can move him.
yeah, it lets me move, but doesn't let me click. But yeah.
Yeah, mine won't let me do the markers anymore either. I have no idea why. Okay, so you poof comes back to
Oh,
existence.
there it goes. Yeah. And then I ask him immediately what he saw.
He kind of gives you kind of a wide-eyed look, like, whoa.
It sucks.
You all right, buddy? What'd you see?
Well, It was really fast and dark, and it had like not talons but like hands,
Hmm.
and it grabbed me and started crushing me.
Oh boy. Well, out of there, and all right. So, but you didn't get like a. Nah, it's fine. He's fine. It's good. I'm actually gonna have him come over here. I changed my
Yeah,
mind.
he'll wander around.
Yeah.
A couple of the spider creatures like lift their head and look at him as he moves, but they don't seem to.
I mean,
make any
he
move
does
towards
look
him.
real fuzzy. He does look real fuzzy and huggable.
He does look huggable. Yeah. Yeah, they look over as something moves, but then they turn their attention back to you.
Okay, so let's arrange our people inside the tiny hut.
Okay. I'm
Right.
gonna kind of be over where Tickers is now.
You don't
Okay,
want to be
cool.
near where the mass of them are?
Well, because my plan is basically to mount Panda and then activate my sword and run around. Because I'm sure they'll follow the sword, and then y'all can kind of do whatever while they're distracted.
I mean, you could just jump out of the tiny hut like 30 seconds before it ends. Or even one round before it ends.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, I'll be in front.
Okay.
Let's put Tickers.
I don't want to get anywhere near them.
Yeah, let's put Tickers and.
corner.
Super creepy.
I mean, he's cold-blooded. He might be okay.
Maybe.
Maybe move Smoosh down above north of Tickers.
Yeah.
Cantros kind of steps up with Ashling there. It clicks his claws together.
If we're getting ready to fight, I'm actually just going to two-hand the axe and not my sword yet.
Okay. Kind of mount the sword to your back and grab the axe with both hands.
Mhm.
I guess, yeah, probably avoid using fire.
Give them what they want.
Yeah. Save
Okay,
it for the.
Plus, I don't know if they'll just like eat the fire off of it and it'll be a waste.
I want to stand towards
Yeah.
the back.
I like the idea of you summoning the ice elementals.
I mean, if we're trying to fight them, probably yeah. I do have a different one though that I'm going to use. That's going to be possibly tactically better than the ice elementals.
Okay.
Okay, so Dadrios wanted to be down here, right?
I mean, no, with the new plan, I'll be up front where they are,
Okay.
since I'm not gonna immediately mount up.
Okay.
Do you want to try to have Panda see if he can lure some of them off? Right, you could hand like a flaming stick out to him and have him run away.
Do we have any sticks?
I've got one more spare short bow. I was carrying two.
You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
You never know when random inventory items might come in handy.
I will mark off my last spare short bow. I've been carrying that thing since I picked it up off a dead kobold or whatever at the
Yeah,
beginning
I
of the
mean,
game.
if you don't want to use it, you don't have to use it.
No, take it.
If it's sentimental,
It's been waiting for just a day like this.
it burns even brighter due to the sentimentality.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Damn it.
so I'll hand that to you to like catch on fire and hand out to Panda.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Can you see these shapes I draw by chance?
I see a square out there.
Okay, can you draw me a 60-foot cube that I can move?
I don't know if it'll let you move it.
Oh, okay, let me try to draw the 60-foot cube will be like 5, 10, 15, 20 across to 60 and then down same amount, right?
It's 5, 10, 15, 20. It's what, 10? Yeah. Don't make me math.
I mean, the spell says 60-foot cube, so I'm just trying to see if it's like 60-foot like squared cube or
It's 60 by 60.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
All right. So let me change color so it's a little more visible.
Dadrios, did you have a plan on how Panda was going to hold this flaming bow?
Basically how you would hold like a torch, like only light one end of it,
Okay.
and then just kind of go until it starts to burn and then drop it.
Okay. So you...
He should drop it if it starts to burn too much, because then they might eat it. He should like put it out.
Bury
in the
it.
snow.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good plan. I'll have him do that then.
Okay. So has everyone got what they want to do?
I guess so.
If we get to choose which order things happen, I'd like to go first to pop this off with a go, like as soon as Tiny Hut drops, or unless we got to roll initiative for that beforehand.
It's going to be an initiative kind of situation.
Alrighty.
Can we ready actions?
I mean, they don't know the Tiny Hut's coming down. There wouldn't be any kind of surprise.
I will allow a surprise round just because, even though they can see you and you're engaged, you all kind of just jumping out from around a corner on them.
Well, they can't see us. The tiny hut is opaque.
Yeah, I mean, they can
And
see
it's covered
that.
in blood.
Yeah. So I will allow a surprise round. Okay, so everyone knows what they want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll initiative just so we know the order, and then and then we'll y'all can do what you want to do on the surprise round.
20.
Living.
18.
Exact same as last time.
No, I clicked my person and hit the initiative to tracker button.
Well, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants, doing it himself.
Yeah.
Okay, let me...
I mean, they give you one built-in macro. You might as well use it.
Right? Oh, wow. Kantros is ready to go. Tickers is a little less ready to go. And they are not ready to go. That's fitting.
Did they do worse than me somehow?
Slightly better than you. Okay, let's arrange this real quick. There's a way to auto-arrange it, but honestly, this is faster than me figuring it out. Okay, what are we all doing on our first round? You can go whatever order.
I go first, maybe, please? All right, I want to drop my my little healing thing as a bonus action. Say right in the middle of this square. Can y'all see the square?
I see a yellow square and a square around Dadrios. Oh wait, that's not a real square. There we go.
Yeah, my yellow square. So yeah, I'm gonna drop my little was it a 30-foot radius healing thing right in the middle of the square, and then I'm going to light this entire bitch up with the Wrath of Nature.
Okay.
Basically, the entire world around us is kind of under my command. I call out the spirit's nature to rouse them against your enemies. Choose a point you can see. The spirits cause trees, rocks, and grasses in a 60-foot cube centered on that point to become animated until the spell ends. The whole area, just to my enemies, is considered difficult terrain, so they're all moving in half.
Hold on, which spell is this?
Wrath of Nature.
Wrath of Nature. Okay. Before you cast this,
Don't say it. I didn't want you to say it just because we're in some weird little plane. It's still nature.
you would know that the strange elements of things around you aren't necessarily nature.
Deleting square and casting elementals.
Sorry.
It's such a goddamn cool spell. It's fine.
It is, I'm sure you'll get more use out of it.
If I die. Alright, I will instead conjure minor elementals and conjure 4 See, here's the thing. They love, obviously, fire, but are they resistant to cold since this seems to be their natural place?
You don't know anything about them.
They get stronger from fire,
Yeah,
which implies
so-
they should get weaker from cold.
Yeah.
They don't like the cold. They're trying to get away from it.
Unless they're resistant to it is my worry.
I would kind of assume that they are like warm creatures stranded in this cold place.
Yeah, we'll go with that and see how it goes. It's a 4th level spell.
Talk to them in Undercommon. Did you guys mess up a teleport too?
Oh my god, yes, thank you.
We were normal people
We've
before
been
the
asking for
teleport.
help forever.
Yeah, I mean, he said people go crazy. Maybe they were just people that got teleport hijacked, and this is what happened.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh God.
All right.
Halfling start to cry.
I summoned 4 ice methods. If that's how it's pronounced, I honestly never had to say it before.
Yeah, I think so.
Good enough. I think there's a little button I can click. Method, yes, thank you, D&D Beyond. Yes, I summoned 4 of those. They can fly, so I want them 30 feet in the air. No, about say 15 feet in the air. Because they can each do frost breath. If it says recharge 6, does that mean like you roll a d6 to see how many rounds, or it's just 6 rounds?
After every time they use it, you roll a d6, and unless it says 1d6 rounds.
It just says recharge 6.
Okay, yeah. So you roll a d6, and on a 6, it recharges. On and then you can roll again next round.
All right. Hey, you found little icons for them. All right. So yeah, I want them to be. Well, let me move those.
I am making it so you can right now.
And I want 1 there. There. There.
Okay, there you go.
There. There. Alright. So I want to summon those, and if they get an action this round, or they have to wait till next round?
I'm going to say summoning them would be your action.
I know, but then they get... hold on. They roll initiative for summoned creatures as a group, and it has its own turn, so I guess I'll roll initiative.
Roll its own initiative, and I'd say they'll go on the first round.
Okay. That's
They've got summoning sickness.
fair. And they go to 4.
You nerds! 4? Okay. And turn.
I just so happen to be waist deep in magic cards right now. Because I sell magic and Pokemon themed Christmas ornaments on Etsy. And I'm filling orders while I'm playing.
Look at her. See that little plug she did for her business while we're doing our own podcast?
You can find my shop at...
I'm glad you asked.
Yes, let's hear it.
I am glad you asked.
Joke's on you, nobody watches this channel.
We have special Tomorrow Team themes going out.
Ooh.
And don't forget to use code Tomorrow Team for 50% off on G Fuel.
Oh god, G.
We're also now sponsored by Steel Series.
Yeah. Now Viagra too, why not?
Yeah.
Also, have you played Raid Shadow Legends?
Oh, Jesus. It's AFK Arena, thank you.
Yeah,
That's the
that
new
one
hot
too.
miss.
Oh, is that the new one? Alright.
Oh my god.
Every damn video. Anyways, there goes that sponsor, guys. We ruined another one.
It's alright, this video's gonna be monetized anyway.
Yeah. How many fractions of a penny do we get for the 10 views?
Yeah. 0. Okay, so anyone else want to do anything on a surprise round?
I hope so.
I can't see the map. Am I going to be able to shatter them without shattering us?
You can what is it? 20-foot cube? Is that what
She could
shatter
get 10
is?
foot cube, right?
Say again.
Yeah, she could get 10-foot cube. She could get the two
Yeah.
top
get-
left.
Yeah,
or
you
top
could
right.
get 2 of them right off the bat. You are surrounded, by the way.
Yeah, you're surrounded by 4 of them. Probably should have moved her.
Yeah, can someone move me somewhere that makes sense, please?
Okay. We're gonna put you down here. Okay, but yeah, you can shatter 2 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll shatter. Or
Green
they
and
roll
blue.
save, right? Yeah, they roll
Let's
save. What level are you casting it at?
So it's a con 16 save. I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Whoops, where's my... There it is. Their constitution is okay.
Oh, fuck.
So, fail. Fail. Oh wait, only those 2. They both failed.
Cool.
Roll
I have to look
damage.
it up because damage didn't print on my sheet. Hang on.
What level did you say? 5th? Did you say 5th?
No, I'm thinking 3rd.
Okay. 3rd is 4d8.
Okay. Thank you. This is an 8. Nope. That's an 8.
Can I switch out Wrath of Nature for
8.
something?
9. 16. 22. 22 total.
22 total? Okay. So you let off this just ear-piercing sound, and 2 of them, like, they cover their head with their forearms and let out this horrible squeal as blood just splurts out of many parts of them. You said 18?
Yeah. No, 24.
20,
No, 22. 22.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
And, is Shmush surrounded?
Not...
We're all kind of boxed
immediately.
into a corner.
Yeah, you're all kind of surrounded,
We're between a rock and a flesh place.
pretty much.
Can he flank with me and hit one of them?
He'd have to leave the dome to flank, and no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're
All right,
kind of...
then I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to inspire Dadrios.
Okay. Dadrios, you're inspired.
Nice. Hey, I feel it.
What do you want to do, Dadrios?
So I'm gonna do the thing I said first and quickly light the bow on fire and pass it to Panda.
Okay. So Panda goes running off with this flaming bow. Immediately, green and purple turn and give chase.
All right.
So you get an attack of opportunity against one of them?
Your elementals are, what, 10 feet up? So I'll say no, but Kantros and Ashling. Ashling, roll me an attack of opportunity.
I meant Dadrios because he was close.
No, because those aren't the ones, just mechanically speaking.
Oh.
A 12 with my warrior shard.
That is a miss, but Kantros does hit. So you stab out and don't quite hit one of these creatures as it dodges out of the way, but Kantros takes a swing and does 8 damage. Nice.
Where do you see Kantros on your screen?
He's the lizard with the axe, kind of next to the left of Dadrios. Can you not see him? No, he's there.
Yeah.
To me, it shows him being north of Tickers.
That's Sir Smush north of Tickers.
I see him like on top of Sir Smush.
He just moved.
Well, if that's okay, I guess maybe it was off on my screen. That's why I was confused.
Okay.
I apologize.
Do you see him in the right place now?
Yeah, no, he's not.
Okay.
No worries.
Is
green.
Is Dadrios bottom left?
No,
I'm
Dadrios is top
Top
center.
middle.
Maybe you should
Where am I?
reload.
Maybe you should refresh your
Yeah.
connection.
God, where'd the spiders come from? No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Rygnerik, what do you want to do?
Can I just like ready an action to shoot them as soon as the tiny hut disappears?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So as the tiny hut drops, you let your bow fly. Which one are you shooting at?
Which one? Which one did Cantros attack?
He
The
hit
one right in front of him.
Yeah, he took a chunk out of the green one.
I'll attack the green one too.
Didn't he get shattered too?
Oh yeah, and red and blue both got shattered.
Oh.
So, whichever one you want to attack.
Yeah, it was just the one Cantros attacked.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Oh, attack now? Okay.
Yeah. This is kind of rolled up in the surprise round.
So,
Okay. So you, as these two turn and immediately start kind of chasing Panda, Kandros kind of gets a swipe at one of the sides of the sings, and it makes this horrible noise and just blurts blood out of it. You knock an arrow and fire and just hit it right in the back of the head, and it just drops.
You know, I bet fresh blood's pretty warm.
Top of the round.
It would have been really weird if they were just getting freaky with each other when we woke up.
Kantros is up. He's going to charge forward.
As soon as the tiny hut poofs, I look up at the sky.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
You see the same kind of purple, almost starry sky that's been the whole time. You see elements of different planes kind of shimmering in and out of it, but they look almost transparent.
I guess I wanted to make sure I didn't see a giant bird.
You do not see a giant bird sitting on you.
Fleshed hand bird.
Okay, right before we start combat, I've been drinking. I'm going to take a real quick restroom break.
AFK 2.
Yep, so let's take a real quick break, then we'll get into the meat of this. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Howdy.
Are we still missing Slorth?
Yep.
Slorth's back.
Yay. Alright.
Oh, music
Yeah.
change.
I got the bot back.
Alright, Kantros is up. He's gonna step up to the blue spider in front of him and take 2 slashes. Oh, that's a miss. And that's a miss. Oh, well, Kantros sucks. He steps up and slashes twice, but this creature just does this strange little kind of dodge back and forth and manages to avoid it.
Still getting used to his body. It's okay.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm sorry, but have y'all seen the stick bug meme?
Kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I imagined it.
That's exactly the image I had in mind. Ashling, you're up. Did we lose Ashling?
No, you didn't wait for me to come back, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. You left after I did. I didn't know you were gone.
Me. Okay. So there's one right in front of me right now, and a dead one.
Real quick, can you see pictures on your Discord still?
Yes.
Well, Asling.
The latest picture I see is of the Spider-Man.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Oh, I was just about to do that. You beat me
Yeah.
to it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the situation.
I'm gonna stab purple.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can. Purple is running away from you currently, but you can kind of chase him down.
I mean, he's not.
Yeah, you can catch up to him. Make an attack roll.
I did not hit him.
What'd you get?
A 3 plus 5, so I down an 8 hit.
Yeah, he's moving away too fast from you, and you can't quite get a stab on him.
He's not considered flanked with Panda?
I'm gonna say no, just because they are both technically moving. This is, like, It would be yes, but it would be disadvantaged because she's like chasing after this thing, so it'd just be a straight roll.
Okay.
What else do you want to do, Aisling? You got some movement, bonus action.
I'm gonna move up a little more to the rest of them.
Okay, like 2 squares north.
Yeah, just a little closer.
It is running away. It does not take an attack of opportunity on you.
The blue one is?
No, the purple one is running away. It's chasing Panda.
Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna move up towards like blue, red, orange, and pink.
Yep, I got you right next to Cantros now. That
Okay,
good?
perfect.
Cool.
Are we
Oh, they're Power Rangers.
This.
Sure. This is what really happened to the Power Rangers.
And then I'm going to inspire Rygnerik.
Okay. Inspired! Shoot him in the dick! I don't know where the dick is! Okay.
Just shoot him in the thorax.
Sir Smush. You want him to you want to Beyblade into him?
Yes.
I have
I
nephews.
do.
I know what that means.
Let her rip.
Yeah, so he unhooks his flail and just does this like jump spin into 3 of them. So make your roll.
I don't actually have his character sheet printed out.
Okay, let's see. It's
Wasn't it a reflex save for the get your flail?
yeah, I'm reading it right now because I gotta remember what I did.
What did you do?
Okay, so yeah, DC 15 reflex. So this is gonna be red.
Or did we make it an auto kill? It was an auto kill, wasn't it?
I think it's an auto kill. Red fails, brown fails, and pink succeeds. Okay, so roll damage. It's 1d8 plus 1.
6.
Okay. So red and brown take 6, and pink takes 3. All right. Rygnerik, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot pink.
Okay. That definitely hits. So 25 damage.
Yep.
All right, you zoof, and it just kind of hit him in the shoulder, and just this big, like nasty spray of blood almost reaches you, and this creature screams out. Yeah.
And then I'm going to shout some helpful advice to Dadrios.
Okay, Dadrios, you have advantage on your next turn.
Hey.
That's it for me.
All right. Tickers is gonna charge in, doing his Tickers best, and kind of following Rygnerik's lead. He's gonna try to shank Pink. And where did my die go? There he is. And ooh, hits. Okay, doesn't do a lot of damage, but he does hit him. Hits him for 4 damage. Which, oof, combined with the arrow and Ticker seems to have struck him pretty good. Pink's looking real hurt.
You could have just let Tickers have the kill.
Sorry.
It's always more fun.
Dadrios, you're up.
All right. I'm actually gonna have him start. Oh, well. Sorry, my window was thinking about it. Oh, that's nifty. It tells you how far it's moving. So I'm gonna have him kind of run around the tree to see if it's. Actually, I'm gonna have him move closer here to see if he can pull the rest of them.
You
And
get
then
movement?
What?
You get movement?
Yeah, I don't get that. How do you get that?
Let me try to do it again because it was an accident.
Oh, we'll figure it out later.
Okay, so basically, if you click to move and then you right-click while you're moving them, it'll give you a distance thing.
Huh.
I think it's
never knew that.
Yeah, is that working?
Except it scrolled me too.
Hey, happy little accidents.
Okay. So I'm gonna say
Happy little flesh tree.
Purple Spider is moving in tandem with him.
Okay.
He's just chasing after him.
Okay. And then I'm going to attack red directly in front of me.
All right, make an attack roll.
Okay, with the first roll is an 18.
That hits.
Second attack is a 25.
Definitely hits.
A miss.
Yeah.
What?
18 hits, 25 misses.
Multiples of 5, no good.
9 damage. Well, actually, it's
He fails that
no,
save.
it's 12 damage. Let me roll the extra cold on there. So 14 damage, including the cold, on the first hit, and then the second hit.
Save the second hit. So you bring down your axe,
Okay.
and you strike this thing just right in the middle of its kind of head/back. And you notice, in addition to the very large injury you made with the axe, you notice the cold actually pulses into the creature and seems to begin freezing it at really an alarming rate, and spreads throughout its entire body, and the entire creature just freezes over.
Okay.
Hey, that.
Solid
that's
as a block of ice.
So can I use my extra attack on another adjacent one then?
Yes.
So yeah, in that case, I'm going to since Kantros missed both of his attacks, I'm going to attack blue.
Okay.
And would I keep that roll, or would I roll again?
I
It was
have
a
to make
25.
Another attack roll.
Okay. That one is going to be a 14.
14 does hit.
Hey, okay.
They're big, fleshy, unarmored things. They're not super protective.
And that is going to be
And their fingers are hurt.
Yeah.
that's true. 14 damage before frost, and so 19 damage total.
So you pull your blade out of the first one and swing sideways to the second one, catch him right in the side of the neck, and again you immediately see the head freeze over, followed by the body, followed by the legs, as this whole thing just immediately turns into a block of ice.
That's what's up. Hey,
My methods are like clapping. Yay! Ice
Yeah,
time!
they're all very impressed. It is their turn.
Their turn? Oh.
Yeah, they get a turn, believe it or not.
Well, I thought you meant the methods because I was just talking about them, but you meant
No, they
fighter.
are up next. The one in front of Tickers is going to reach out with its arms and try to grab and bite at him.
No.
Luckily for Tickers, he pulls his arm back in time and avoids it. He's going to try again and can't hit shit. So Tickers, being a nimbly little kobold, just dodges him twice.
so I'm guessing they're too far away to notice the flaming bow.
They're the two that you didn't kill. The two that you did kill might have noticed. The two that you didn't kill are too preoccupied with what's directly in front of them.
Okay.
The orange one is going to actually look between Sir Smush and Dadrios and go for Dadrios. So that is a cocked die. Is a not very good. 15 to hit.
I just look at him and I say no. No.
Kind of
No.
deflect it. Second hit is a 18 to hit.
That
Nope.
exactly hits.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need you
Oh no.
to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that is going to be a 22.
Okay. So this creature latches onto your left arm and bites down, these protruding fangs actually piercing your armor.
I'm more mad about that, actually, than taking damage.
You take... Hold on, I gotta switch dice here. 11 points of pierce damage, plus... I'll roll this one here. It'll be 7 points of cold damage.
So 18 total?
Yeah. And as it bites down, you actually see this frost spreading on your armor and feel it cramp in your arm. But you flex your arm and you pull it back and you shake off whatever it was trying to do.
Hey, that's what I do. Stop it. That's what I do now. It's my gimmick now.
1, 2. The other one is going to try to catch Panda in the butt. That is a 14 to hit. What's Panda's AC?
I will have to pull that back up. It is somewhere on here. His AC is 11.
Okay. So it latches on and need Panda to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh god. I really messed up my windows here. Oh jeez. I'm sorry, everyone. Come on. Thinking real hard. So you said Constitution?
Yes.
5.
Okay.
Just missed it.
Panda takes 8 points of piercing damage, plus 16 points of cold damage. So, what is that? 20 something? Math.
Yeah, so
24.
He actually poofed.
Okay, well, you don't get to see what the effect was because he poofed.
That saves me an action later.
And you see the spider latch onto his leg and, like, seem to have this kind of look of success as he starts to try to do something to poof, and he kind of, like, looks confused.
Yeah. Haha. That's my plan all along, idiot.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to... I'll say he used his movement following Panda, so it is the Elemental's turn.
I like to imagine if any of these guys survive and they start talking, like, did you see a polar bear? And it just like, like,
I swear to God, man, there was a polar bear there.
Okay, you bit him. I grabbed him, and then he was just gone, right? What's happening?
Everyone else saw that, right?
Did they die from any cold damage?
You don't know.
Okay. I want to have the one above orange and purple. Well, they're all gonna go, depending on who does what, and give them ice breath, or frost breath. So it's DC 10 dexterity saving throws. But let's start with the first two. Orange and pink are gonna go from the one right above it.
Okay. What is that, like a cone?
Yes, 15-foot cone.
Okay. Orange fails. Pink succeeds.
All right, so 7 damage on failure and half damage on success.
Okay. Orange. Where's orange? I'm sorry, brown orange. So
Orange.
15. So the pink one, even though it seems to dodge out of the way partially, still gets covered in this icy breath, and it tries to move and gets slower and slower and slower and just freezes over. The other one doesn't quite as dodge, but wasn't quite as hurt as the pink one. But the ice breath did seem to do a lot of damage to it, as most of its body gets covered in this kind of frost starting to freeze over, and it starts moving very slowly.
All right, I want these two to hit this one with frost breath, And I want this one to hit Mr. Orange again with Frost Breath. So DC 10 dexterity saves again.
Alright, so purple 1, fail, purple 2, 10, that's a success. So 1 pass, 1 fail.
So the fail, I guess you can say whichever one of those. I mean, he failed the first one, so that's going to be a 5. The second one, half damage is of the 7.
Okay. That actually works the same. And that is to purple. Okay.
And then
It
okay.
frosts over too. It looks, it's still got some mobility to it, but it's looking real upset.
And then one more for Mr. Orange, and I'll roll the damage. Ugh. Ugh.
That is, he made his save. Okay. Yeah, he frosted over a little more, but the elementals didn't quite get a good hit on him, and so he's still moving.
And I'll say that's it for them.
Okay. Now it's your turn.
My turn. That's me. What do I do again? Oh yeah, Magic Stone.
Okay.
May as well. Yeah, I'm gonna Magic Stone Orange.
Go for it.
Not 1d10.
Is that an attack roll?
17.
Okay, that hits.
Alright. And I'm gonna hit him for 1d6 plus 4. Seven damage.
Ooh. You hit him right between the eyes, and he staggers, and he's bleeding from the head, and he's frozen over, and he is just barely clinging to life. Top of the round. Can't trust unless you have a bonus action.
Hold on now.
All right.
Magic Stone is my bonus action.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, because I took my attack to throw it, so don't want to move, so I'll leave it as that.
Okay. Cantros is going to stomp over these guys. Just kind of shoves one out of the way. He takes 2 slashes at the last spider. That is a hit and a hit. Yeah. He just 1-2 carves into it and gouges one up his side, and you can actually see the spider's guts fall out, and he brings the other one down and just removes his head and looks super proud.
Golf claps.
I give him a good
Yay!
shoulder bump.
Aisling, you're up.
Can somebody send me an updated screenshot of the map, please?
Yeah, I got you. Unless
Thank
Austin
you.
already has one. Uh-huh.
You can do it faster.
But what if I can't?
Well, then you should have told me so I could have started.
Let's all just assume someone else is doing it.
Yeah, that works.
Thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the only one still up is purple.
Yep.
Alright. I'm going to move a little closer to him. And I am going to...
And that's a tree, not a bush, so you can move in pretty much a straight line to him.
Okay. How hurt does he look?
He looks... not that
Frosty.
hurt. Oh, no, wait, him... hold on.
He took
He's a little hurt.
full 5, half a 7
Yeah.
frost damage.
I'm gonna just vicious mockery him.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you do speak the language. That's cool.
I have a lot of things to say to him.
You'll die like your friends.
You
Cool.
just, like, square your shoulders and march up, and the whole time you're walking, you're like, look here, you backwards-facing skin blob, you just lay into this thing, and and you actually are using undercommon, so it like turns its head to you, and it's like,
I would have given you the best sex of your life.
oh god! Please tell me the bard draws a line there.
I mean, I do have a bingo card, but upside down flesh spiders are not on it.
That's
like-
the free square.
Hold on. None of us understand what she's saying, but we see her looking at him, making the noises, and putting her pinky finger up and pointing at him, and we're like, "Ooh, shit! I know what that is." She making fun of his dick.
Okay, so that's
Damn it!
4.
I rolled 2 ones, so I only did 2 damage.
Okay. Yeah, it failed its save, so it took both damage at least. Okay. It looks offended. Definitely confused as to why you're saying these things about it.
Looks at its biceps like I thought they were a good size.
Sir Smush.
He's gonna just stay back.
Okay. Rygnerik.
Yeah. Can I see the thing from here to shoot it?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll
it doesn't
say
really
you
matter. I
can
can move.
Well, look right at the center of the tree is the trunk, so you can kind of. Yeah, you can see enough of it.
You can move and hit
Enough of
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fault you too much on it. Yeah, that it's and yeah, you just Rygnerik. At this point, you're just watching this whole situation. You're like, all right, and you just kind of draw your bow, aim, and this creature with his head cocked, looking at Ashling, and you just fire and hit it right between the eyes, and it just poof drops. Yep.
Did we just kill a bunch of weak, defenseless creatures that were just looking for warmth?
No, they hurt.
Probably.
Are we the baddies?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Probably don't got much for loot, but let's check anyways.
Okay.
They got
Make
lots
an
of
investigation
fingers.
check.
They got lots of fingers. That could be lots of rings.
Make an investigation check.
Everyone who's searching, go. Shown plus nada.
5.
Music.
13.
Ah. Okay, that was more dramatic than I meant. 5, 13. Anyone else looking?
16.
Okay. Dadrios, you said checking.
I'll check. You said an investigation.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Barely find your sword.
Dadrios, you don't want to touch these things. You kind of nudge one with a sword. You're like, ugh.
You're searching snow clumps for panda.
Yeah. So, you look over these creatures, and that is really loud in my ear. Oh god, I can't turn it down. What's going on? There we go.
We don't hear anything but you, just so you know.
Oh. Okay. Never mind. I don't know how to work the bot.
Can't work the butt.
Can't work the butt. There we go.
But someone said it.
Okay. You kind of search over the creatures, and they're really gross and creepy, and you find like clumps of hair in kind of weird places, and you kind of, use a sword and various things kind of lift up, and parts of them look around. They don't seem to really have anything on them.
I told Dadrios he should probably prick himself with the dagger until he's full health, and also keep a watch.
Just keep doing it. I mean, I guess I'll do it once to get true sight anyway.
Go for
Yeah. Keep doing it, man. That's your healer, your healing stick.
My
think
healing. This is my healing knife.
I think that thing does have a daily limit. Does
Oh.
it? Did I not put a daily limit on that?
I never heard of it. I mean, now that we know it can be used to heal him, it probably sounds like a good idea to have a healing limit on it.
Hold on, let me modify this real quick.
Well, because it's kind of a gamble because I can also take more than I'll heal from it.
Odds are in your favor, though.
They are
Sure.
in your favor. Where the hell is it? Or who has it? Rygnerik?
Yep.
Okay, that's why I didn't find it. Yeah, it has 1 charge.
Oh. Wow,
Which-
so we've been
Which,
We've been
wow,
passing
yeah,
around.
y'all are lucky I forgot about that little feature I added.
one
So, yeah,
charge
that's-
per person?
That's a once a day thing.
Well then we should save it, and I will
Well-
just healing hands myself.
I would
Yeah,
argue
in a
that we've
minute.
been attacked by unseen things here before, so if you don't want to do it, I will be happy to do it on myself so that I can see, because I got a good perception.
No, you're right. You have a good point. Because like you take damage from it, I at least have a chance to heal from it. So yeah, I guess stab me with the boy, with the knifey boy.
Do we think we are likely to need it? Because how long does it last?
An hour.
An hour.
Well, I mean, we didn't know we were going to need it last time, but it ended up being useful real quick. So it's a gamble either way. Either we're going to need it or we're not. But I'd rather find out. You know.
Okay, sure. I'll stab him with it.
Shink! So Rygnerik takes out the dagger and shanks Dadrios.
Let me roll it. There you go. You healed 1 hit point.
Hey.
Net gain.
Still going to top yourself off?
Yeah, I think that's safe. So yeah, I'll
Anyone-
just use...
Did anyone else take damage?
Nope.
Smush didn't take damage. Cantros, everyone good?
Cantos
everyone's
is like,
topped
I'm
up?
good.
Alright, so
Oh.
we need to head
Felt good to kill something.
we need to head somewhere. Although everything here shifts as it moves, so either we're just venturing and hoping for a random plane, or we're teleporting out of here. I don't really see, like, everything here is shifting and moving. So if we head for a certain plane, it's not going to be there when we move. Even
We don't have any way of teleporting.
we got 2 scrolls, I thought. Oh, okay, yeah.
You have,
Same
you have
plane
1
of-
scroll now, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, if this intersects all planes, the material plane's got to be somewhere in here, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Can I use teleport circle? Will that work?
You can try anything you want.
Do I know if it will work or not?
Depends on what you're trying to do.
Well, you said that I know that teleport.
You know it would work if you were trying to jump to another teleport circle in this plane of existence.
Okay.
I mean, you would have to know the circle.
Yeah, that too.
So basically, I don't know it will work, but I don't know that it won't.
Well, we definitely don't have any circles known on this plane of existence, so
Well,
don't want to.
I'm trying to just teleport back to our correct plane.
Yeah, but what he's saying is the spell works within the plane of existence you're in, and since we're probably in the fleshy tree plane, whatever it's called, I think it considers us to be in the plane that we're standing in, not necessarily the far plane. If I had to guess, I'm not saying don't try it. I'm saying it's a 5th level spell, so I mean, you probably don't have a whole bunch of them.
Okay, but what I'm asking is we thought about using regular teleport, but I knew that I wouldn't be able to teleport into a different dimension. Do I know that teleport circle works the same way?
Yes, teleport circle works the exact same way as teleport. The only difference is you have to jump to another circle.
Okay, so I know that it will not work.
Yeah, it's basically less useful teleport.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
since we've rested, is my sending stone recharged?
It would be, yeah. I'll allow it.
Okay. Do we want to contact Buff Mage again and
Yes.
tell him? Because we have some idea where we are now, right? We're at the
You're in the,
The
far
far
realm.
plane.
far
Far
realm.
realm.
I'm
You know
gonna
that
tell
much.
him we appear to be in the far realm.
Tell him to call us an Uber.
Yeah, a planar Uber.
Is that all you say? We appear to be in the far realm?
In the far realm.
Shit sucks here.
It's cold.
A voice told us we interfere too much when tried to scroll. Or when originally scrolled.
You were just laughed at. The translation you actually don't know about.
Oh, did we not? Okay.
Yeah, that was told to Dadrios in his dream, which he got translated, but I'm not sure you know the source of that. During the teleportation, you just heard a mean laugh, basically.
Oh.
Like a hippo's laugh.
Okay, well, I'll say we all heard weird laugh when originally used scroll. That fits.
Okay. Almost immediately, you get back. Oh God, we thought you were dead.
Hey.
It's been 8 hours.
We did take a nap.
We did take a nap. Whoops.
Please tell me you didn't say far realm.
I mean, he knows we can't, like, use a sending stone again, right? Why would he ask open-ended questions?
A few seconds later, you receive a sending spell.
JK, haha.
Says, the far realm is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah,
Yep.
Shit.
Yep.
Working
that.
on getting you out.
We read that in the where is it when you go somewhere, the traveler's guide
Yeah.
and the little
The pamphlet.
yeah.
And
Welcome.
you,
Just
you can
brochure.
respond, Rygnerik, if you want.
I say, that's nice. These moving around planar area things near us seem fun.
ask him if there's a safe plane we could get to that he could retrieve us from.
Any suggestion for a good plane to
Evac location.
go?
You get
Give
another
us the
sending
evac
spell.
zone.
Do not approach other planes, you will die.
Cool.
Do you have... Well, do not approach other planes, you will die. Do you have any magical items we can pinpoint you with?
I mean, I got my staff. Pretty powerful magical item.
Like, does he mean like to scry or it'll just like pick up on?
That's what he said.
I'm gonna say the sending stone you gave me.
Or the staff.
So,
Right?
so there is a like full minute that goes by.
Ooh.
He's rubbing his temples like,
And then you get another message. It just says,
Listen here, you little shit.
I'm also gonna take off. Oh, I also so I say the wait. I say the sending stone you gave me and what's his name's amulet, and then I take that thing off.
Okay. Yeah, so a full minute goes by and you hear, "Oh right. Stand by. Don't move. Don't die."
Does it make sense to just throw up another tiny hut and wait to see if he gets us out?
it might be harder if we're inside the tiny hut. I will put up passes out a trace so we can bunch up.
Sure.
Probably should bunch up. Maybe move Ashling back in that.
Well,
There we
go ahead and throw the tiny hut up. I'll step out of it if we're really worried that it would somehow make it harder, like as soon as she casts it. But if she casts it with us in it and then I step out immediately, I could still walk into it, but we would have a protective area.
So what are y'all doing?
The tiny hut is kind of its own little mini plane, isn't it?
It is.
No, it is.
No.
It is literally a protective shell. You're not like creating a pocket dimension or anything.
Oh, I thought it was a pocket dimension.
Yeah, I don't think it would even stop magic, would it?
Yeah, it's not
No,
magic.
Does it
It's
stop magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
it's
But you can't
literally
pass
just
out
a
or whatever.
really, really good impenetrable shell. It's not like a pocket dimension.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna stop a teleport.
But I mean, it says it stops like every magic can't pass through it.
You can
It
teleport out of it.
But can
Yeah, but-
somebody else teleport us?
Probably not unless you let them into the tiny hut.
Yeah, that's why I don't think tiny hut's gonna work.
Okay. Well, maybe we don't do that then.
So I just lay my cloak on the ground and sit down and start sipping on my flask.
Okay.
Not gonna move, not gonna die. That's the plan.
I kind of want to speak to plants and talk to one of the trees.
You can
I
try.
see.
And I know,
Story.
and I know it's a bad idea before you say it. But my guy, how often do you see flesh trees?
Slorth,
I'm not gonna awaken it yet.
Slorth,
I just want to talk with it, see what's
Slorth.
up.
let's all just sit down and wait until they come get us before anything gets more terrible than
You hear
it is.
Cantros pipe up, and he's like, no, let him talk to the moss again. It'll be hilarious.
How long? How long can you talk to it for?
The tree?
Yeah.
Speak with plants. Last for 10 minutes. You know,
Go
Slorth,
for it. Why not?
Slorth listens to Ashling and now it's like, yeah, you're right. But boink, he touches the tree. He touches the tree with his staff anyways.
Okay.
Doink. I mean, Wrath of Nature didn't work. This might not even work because it may not be plants.
So the second you cast the spell, imagine if someone took the Wilhelm scream, overlaid it on itself about 1,000,000 times, and put it on an endless loop. That is what you hear at max volume
Nice.
for 10 straight minutes.
I just kind of nod at it. Like, no one else can hear it, only I can, so I nod like it's giving me good information. Oh, that's great. Oh, okay, yeah, really? Whole family, huh? Down from Georgia? Wow, that's weird.
A
Can I
tiny
look
bit
at-
of blood trickles down from your ear.
Can I roll to know if he's bullshitting?
You can try roll
actually
investigation
suffering.
and
Insight.
yeah, I'm sorry,
Insight.
insight and Slorth roll
Deception.
yeah, deception. It's like 3 games in my head.
22.
I think the blood rolling down my ear would probably... Nope, this is fine.
There's a lot of cringing. You think maybe he's full of shit.
I hope you're happy.
I regret none of this. Like, it starts coming out of my eyes.
It was for science.
Yeah.
I invite the rest of y'all to sit down on my cloak with me. It's big.
So it doesn't say anything else. It just...
It doesn't seem to use any kind of words. It just makes this horrific noise. It does appear to be in pain, if that helps.
If I talk to it, does it change anything if I talk to it?
Not even a little bit. You're not even sure it can hear you. You just kind of flipped on its radio station, and that's what's blasting through.
I think we should awaken it.
Go for
If
it.
this
I've got all kinds of custom monsters.
And that's the last time they let Slorth have a staff. I don't waken it.
So after the TPK,
So I'm just laying on my cloak drinking and watching Slorth suffer.
Yeah.
Cantros is watching too, but he's got a huge grin on his face.
I put my head on Cantros's lap.
He immediately lifts his arms like what's going on, and
And I
then
offer him a drink.
that he takes immediately, and seems to forget the situation and just drinks. He kind of looks at all of y'all and he's like, "Why do I agree to do anything with you people?"
I look at him and say, "Come on, we're not half bad. You're not
We're-
dead."
He
Where's-
gestures the tree next to him and Slorth's bleeding ears.
Because we're his best chance at getting back into a dragon body?
It's only technically true.
We've been mostly nice to you. We've been pretty nice to you, actually. We give you food.
We got him armor and weapons.
Yeah. Like I said last time, we're the closest thing to friends he has.
It says that, it follows my simple commands. If I tell like, hey, chill out, like stop yelling for a minute, will it follow that simple command?
You tell it that, no reaction.
Except for screaming.
Just more screaming.
I give Slorth Smush my secret wingman hand signal and have him curl up next to Kantros.
Okay. So Smush kind of walks around and curls up, and Kantros is kind of like jumps a little, and then is like, oh, and reaches out and starts petting him, and kind of runs his fingers through his fur and gives him a little massage. He seems to really like Sir Smush.
I'm ready to just wait here till our Uber gets here.
Anyone else doing anything?
I got one more.
Sure. Sure.
Since I'm doing dumb shit. Druid craft can instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom.
Sure.
I'm gonna use Druid craft on the tree and make a leaf bud bloom.
Sure.
Or a flower blossom, and just see what that looks like. Same one that's screaming at me.
You look up, and there's a couple of kind of leafy buddy looking things on it, and you're like, doink! And
Beef
you watch one above you uncurl and open up, and something, this kind of wet, bloody lump falls out and lands next to you.
I'm loving it.
And it pulses just very slowly.
I like scoop around the snow without touching it, and like throw it away.
As it lands, it makes a very tiny little squeaking noise.
Mazel tov, it's a boy. Can we plant one of these in our little garden that we have in Waterdeep? Can we have these trees growing?
Who doesn't want a flesh tree?
Hey, they said it's to our specifications. If I want a flesh tree forest, god damn it, I'm getting one.
So, about half an hour goes by. Everyone give me a perception check.
12.
12.
12's all around.
Hey, 16.
15.
Okay. As you're all kind of sitting around, conversing a little, Ashling's drinking heavily. Dadrios and Slorth, you hear a hum, hum, hum. And you kind of glance up and you see something very large and black just kind of casually gliding through the sky.
I did say that I did have passed that a trace up on the staff, right?
You did. Yep, that's up.
Okay.
Everyone make a stealth check for me.
Oh god.
And
Plus
add
10.
Add plus 10 to whatever you get.
Rygnerik.
Rygnerik is just straight up invisible.
Yeah. Real quick, how long does inspiration last?
Oh, like Bard inspiration?
Yeah.
Like a couple seconds, I think. Let me.
Okay. That's fine.
What'd you get? This is going to be a group success or fail, so.
27.
Yeah, you got some.
29.
11.
Okay.
You got plus 10, just so you know.
Yeah,
Because
so that'd be a 21 for you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So the two of you see this, and you kind of nudge each other and kind of put your finger to your lips, and you all kind of back against the cliff and kind of hunker down in this little bit, and everyone stays quiet. And it, whoom, 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 whoom. You see it slowly kind of overpass you and keep going off into the distance. About another 45 minutes go by. Everyone kind of, now, especially after that, keeping an eye out for any weird things approaching them. You do notice, especially you, Slorth, as you're kind of looking at the skin trees, when a breeze blows by, the trees actually get goosebumps.
Whoa. You didn't have to add that. You know that, right? Like, you know, like, when you woke up this morning, you don't have to say these things. But you did. And now I know that. I hate it. Maybe they're
You're
ticklish.
the one who won't leave the trees alone.
I'm a druid. This is very weird. There's no way my character wouldn't be weird about this shit.
A few more minutes pass.
Now, I'm curious, like,
Sure.
alright, the knots in the trees, like, how much do they look like genitalia?
Do you want to go up and inspect one?
Oh no, I'm not moving, because that's what Big Papa
It's-
Muscle Mage said.
It's hard to tell from where you're at. But you don't see any like obvious dicks sticking out.
Oh no, I said
Or-
tree knots.
Or
Yeah.
I guess this tree's got
other
some wood after all.
holes and yeah.
I'm sorry.
Damn it, Dadrios.
How do they reproduce is a fair question.
Not
That's-
even the bark.
That's it. The flying thing is coming back. So probably another half an hour goes by. This stuff. Another half an hour goes by, and you think you hear something, and you kind of like you shush each other again. You kind of listen, and you hear this kind of just kind of like almost like electricity crackling sound coming from right about there.
From right about where?
Oh,
the
a yellow mark. Yeah,
I see it.
he kind of grows larger and larger, and you see the snow start to actually melt underneath it.
I want to detect magic.
Yeah, you get a ping immediately. It is whatever it is magical.
But, like, what kind of magic is it?
It would be. This is conjuration magic.
Okay. This might be our
Does he-
exit.
Because I think that'd be kind of cool if he just summoned us. That'd be kind of cool.
And you see the snow under it begin to kind of melt with the heat of whatever's happening, and it seems to form into a circle. And then all of a sudden, with kind of a shock of electricity, you all kind of shield your eyes for a second. You look up, and you see Jalara standing there.
Hey.
And she kind
Right.
of looks around.
Jesus.
Do you all hide, or do you reveal yourself?
Don't talk to the trees.
Okay, she looks over, and she's like,
Why
"Oh,
don't we-
thank
let's put
goodness,
up
there
pretend
you
to be
are."
Crazy.
Are you our Uber driver?
I don't know what Uber is, but
Please take us home. This has been
I've-
terrible. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I want to go home.
She kind of like does a head count, and she's like, "I am very glad and surprised that none of you are dead.
Not for lack of
Same.
trying.
Mildly insulting.
I really can't express how dangerous this place is." She kind of
Oh no,
No, we're good. We got it.
I point at the spider, flesh spiders, like, yeah, oh, yeah.
she kind of walks over and looks at one, and she's like, "Oh."
Yeah,
And she kind of points at it and looks at you, and it's just like, "What is that?"
yeah. It's not cool.
Okay, what do you say we get the hell out of here?
Please.
But not to the hell dimension, please.
Yeah.
Not to the hell plane.
No, I was planning on going home, but if you,
But- Let's
you
get
wanna-
the material
No.
plane out of here instead of the hell out of here.
yeah, let's.
Does she get to pick where we go on the prime material plane?
Yes, you hope.
Could we have her, if possible, take us to where we were trying to go? So that way we don't just start over where we were at and have literally nothing done.
She can try if you want.
Hmm.
I
I mean,
don't.
she can use Dadrios' sword, right? The regular great sword as the tuning fork.
She can. Plane shift's a little different. She can kind of aim for a general direction.
In the mountain, gotcha.
Well, not quite that vague, but like she could aim for the city, the Citadel Felbar, and where in that citadel she ends up, it's not. she doesn't know.
Well, whatever y'all think then, group consensus.
I literally don't care as long as we leave. You can take us back to Waterdeep, and we can hoof it to wherever we were going at this point. I don't care.
Yeah, and as funny as I think it would be for us to try that, and then us literally teleport 5 feet behind where we are now.
Well, the other thing is, so plane shift can aim for a teleportation circle.
Yes.
So
Which
taking
is what
us
she
back,
is planning on doing.
that is safest.
Yeah.
Might as well go for that.
Okay.
She's like, okay, everyone get close to me. This is... I think you have to hold hands for this one. Is this when you hold hands? No.
I literally hug her.
She actually gives you a strong embrace back. She was legit worried about y'all.
Aww.
About us or about her?
About the party in general. She's like, okay, everyone needs to hold hands for this one, so no one gets lost in the hell dimension.
Do I pocket the little flesh seedling? I don't, right?
It's up to you.
If you do that and I find out about it, I'm setting your cutting and you on fire.
Okay. I'd leave the flesh seedling.
Dejectedly drop it.
I mope over to the circle they're making.
Okay. So everyone takes hands, and she holds, one of your hands in one, and she takes out a. Go ahead.
We warn her also, if Buff Mage didn't mention it, that we got hijacked when we were using a teleportation scroll, so be careful.
Well, we're going back home, and hopefully there's no problems. I'm sorry it took so long. We had to attune a rod to this plane with this stone in mind. It was... well, let's just say a bunch of students just got a bunch of extra credit. And she pulls out this very ornate-looking metal rod with these very intricate and special designs, runes carved onto it. And anyone looking at it who knows the teleportation circle in the tower actually recognizes one or two symbols from that circle. And she's like, all right, here we go. And she says a few incantane words and grips the rod, and the rod begins to glow. And you all feel this kind of sickening electric jolt go through you, like all holding hands and one of you touches an electric wire, kind of like, ugh, like you're not sure if it hurts or stops your heart or exactly what happened. And all of a sudden, like, there's no gradual kind of fade from one to the other. Like when you teleport, you're just, oof, all of a sudden in the tower. And you find yourselves back in Blackstaff's tower in the teleportation room with only a little bit of dragon blood on the floor.
I slide down the stairs like I'm someone who's been there a lot of times.
She kind of exhales and watches Slorth take off. And she's like, "Okay, let's regroup, shall we?"
I can't resize this map like I usually can. Okay, that's being weird.
I don't know.
There it is. Okay, my little the turn order thing was covering up, but never mind. Continue.
Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong window. I can vamp that out of existence.
I just moved it. It's fine.
And you are now back in Blackstaff's tower as you all kind of descend the stairs back into the room. You can see an actually worried-looking Blackstaff standing there, as well as Tamar and Sidon, all kind of waiting. And you notice the room looks a little more disarray than usual. There's a lot of magical components just kind of scattered, and a lot of notebooks and papers just kind of here and there. And if you glance at them, you see a lot of far realm and transmutation, much of research scrolls and books open.
Your guide to the far realm.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I straight up go up and be like, so what kind of powerful creature would have the ability to hijack someone's teleportation scroll mid-cast and send us there?
It's like, that is... This Blackstaff, it's like, that is terrifying, for one. especially sending you to the far plane. That's just, I don't know, rude in some
Yeah.
way.
A dick move for sure.
Yeah, kind of a dick move.
I'm gonna sit on the couch and cry a little bit.
Okay.
Ooh, let's see who goes to console her first. Is it Blackstaff
Well-
or Gantros?
Sir Smush.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But Cantros does actually follow her to the couch and kind of sits awkwardly next to her.
Does she like go into his shoulder and look back at Blackstaff, then go back to his shoulder? Like, is it working? Am I making him jealous?
That is precisely what I do, but also I am legitimately distraught. I never want to leave this tower again. Everything's been awful.
I ask him, okay, you probably know some planes. What plane has flesh trees and flesh fighters with knuckles and hands
Well,
and
the
a
far
giant?
realm, I guess.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's a combination of different planes, though, right?
It's kind of... He kind of thinks for a sec. He's like, the far realm isn't so much a tangible plane the way the other ones are. It's more of a melting pot of planes. Like, you put too many paints, and the nasty color that came out is kind of what the far realm is. It's... The creatures there are a blend of just chaos and evil, honestly.
I've reached into my pocket and I got this little
Slorth,
flesh
I swear to
leg.
God, if there is a flesh goblin in your pocket, I'm gonna shove it so far up your ass you're gonna taste it.
And I pull out an acorn. Ah.
I love that reaction, though. That was gold.
That was precisely what I wanted you to do. Thank you.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh, it's great.
I just sit down and ask her for some. No, I can sit down and start sipping my ale.
I put my head between my knees because the spike in blood pressure is causing me to be lightheaded.
You look up, and all four mages have taken like 3 steps back. Kelvin's like, okay, well, one, I definitely don't recommend bringing anything back from there. We don't know how it would react with our reality. But two, as in response to your earlier question, what could have intercepted a teleport? I don't know of any specific way they could have known you were coming, unless there was perhaps some kind of barrier erected to prevent magical entry, with a nasty little surprise built into it, I believe.
I mean, and even teleportation trap would still send you somewhere else on like the same plane. It wouldn't like fucking send you.
Well, you were definitely plane shifted.
Yeah.
To do something like that, though, would take an immense source of magic. More than I could personally conjure, I'm ashamed to admit.
Now, Aisling read the scroll. Was it the same teleportation as she's done before, or was the incantation? This is me asking her after I apologize for the trick. Does she know if it was the same incantation she read before on the scroll, or if it was different?
No, it was the exact same. It was a normal teleportation scroll. Same, there weren't any kind of weird bits to the arcane parts, or it just seemed like a normal teleportation scroll.
Okay, so the scroll wasn't faulty. It was definitely done after the fact. Which means there was either we were either being watched at the time we casted it, or
they have some sort of protection around where we were going.
I asked Blackstaff if he has properties inside this tower.
No one can scry within this tower, no.
So we didn't cast it in the tower. We casted it outside of the owl shop, right?
Yes.
So if he was scrying us, then he could have seen us do it and interrupted at that point. If we did it from here, we might have a better chance. Not that we are too hasty to go back there. I'm just thinking future ideas if we wanted to safely teleport and not get hijacked.
Or we go the old-fashioned way.
That's going to be a bitch of a trip.
I vote old-fashioned way.
Where exactly is it again?
Way the fuck up there.
What's the name of the place?
Citadel Felbar.
Like weeks.
Yeah, there it
Weeks
is.
to travel.
There's not even like a road to it, is there?
I had it. I don't know what I did with it, but I had a map of Dadrios' route of the path he took and the places he stopped. But of course, I can't find it.
I mean, maybe we look around town for like an item from Silvery Moon or Sundabar?
Jalara pipes up. She's like, well, I can... there's a teleportation circle in... Oh god, where is it?
I had her a piece of paper and a pencil.
Well, let's hear where it is.
The place that I definitely had open that I definitely didn't accidentally close.
Good.
Yep. Marabar.
Where's Marabar?
Kind
top
of
left.
straight north of Waterdeep, almost.
Right
Okay.
underneath where it says spine.
She's like,
Yeah,
we have access to the teleportation circle in Marabar. I wouldn't just go yourself. You'd probably be killed by the mage up there, but I could definitely escort you to that point.
You can try.
I mean, let's not cause a diplomatic incident and I can just walk you up there if you want to do that.
Is Marabar gonna save us time? I mean, some, I guess.
Are we looking at a map somewhere, or are we just looking at it on Google?
There's a map in Discord. I can put a map here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it.
That's fine. I pinned it in Discord. But hey, since we're here, there, you can see that, right? It's perfectly fine. There's no problems with this.
See what?
That.
Hey, there it is.
Try to make it somewhat readable.
Huh.
I mean, Marabar is a little closer, but it's not a lot. Like, how far would the trip from Marabar to Citadel Felbar be?
It would be, well, it depends on what kind of route you take and how you travel, really, but it is, let's see, as the crow flies, it's
like
probably
400 some miles.
more like 800.
Where
Really?
can you ping on the map where Mirabar is?
Yeah.
Are you looking at the same scale I am?
Mirabar. And Citadel is here. And no, maybe I looked at the scale wrong. Hold on, let me check. That's 300 miles.
The mountains where I would have been a
About
dwarf.
600 miles.
If I hadn't have deuced out of the mountains, my mountains were these ones here, right?
Correct.
Which ones?
Right around here.
Dwarfy Mountains. Slorth is from about this area. Little green circle there.
But where I've spent the last 30 some odd years is over here in the Southwood. I'm guessing I wouldn't know because it would have been so long ago. I probably didn't pay attention or wasn't privy to if there was teleportation circles to the mountain.
You left pretty young.
Wait, sorry, we're going. I thought you said Citadel Felbar. It's Citadel Adbar we're going
I'm sorry.
to?
No, it was tiny and I circled the wrong thing.
Okay.
My bad. Okay, so yeah, that's about 500 miles away from Marabar.
Well, I mean, if we can get an escort there and not get it hijacked, I mean, we were planning on just teleporting to like outside the citadel. Is that what we were planning on teleporting to before?
I mean, we were trying to just teleport to the Citadel, right? Because we had a thing from it.
Yeah. You would have ended up, since it was a familiarity, you would have ended up in the city somewhere, since you didn't specify a location. Probably where the sword was made.
So I ask Caliban, Buff Mage, so do y'all happen to have any more of those nifty amulets of protection against scrying and whatnot?
He kind of, like, his eyes kind of slowly turn, and he looks at he looks at Sidon and Tamert, and they both kind of like, and drop their head. And he's like, I have 2 I can give you.
Not man.
That's
Because I mean, if we have to worry about this happening again, I mean, I definitely think if anyone should worry to be the person who casts teleport, because if they can't be seen when we're being scryed upon, then they won't know when to hijack. So definitely one.
how does that work if? But if somebody strays somebody right beside the person that's casting it,
Then they would be able to see about 10 feet around the person.
But I mean, if someone's protected from scrying, wouldn't they just be a blank spot, even if you're scrying someone standing next to them?
No, you are protected from being locked onto, basically.
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think those don't help us unless we have enough for every single person with us.
Okay, so we don't got a stash of these somewhere?
No, they are a bit of a badge of honor of being part of the Upper Mage Council. They,
so that
they,
would be-
they take
am not-
time to make.
I am not even willing to attempt to teleport directly in there again.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, we may need to evac at some point again. And if you're
Yeah.
scared to teleport forever, then that's going to make this all take a long time. If
Well,
I mean,
if we need to evac, I can always use a teleport circle to get out.
I
I'm
know,
just
but-
worried about hitting the wall attempting to get in again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming Citadel Felbar is just a problem location, right? Like we kind of know there's something weird going on there.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to teleport forever. I'm not willing to attempt to teleport directly to Felbar again.
Gotcha.
I mean, I still think we try to find like an item from Sundabar or Silvery Moon or something near it,
Yeah.
like a major city near it. Teleport to one of those.
If only we had a bunch of magic students that might know this information. Big smile.
Jalara's kind of like, I can bring it up in one of my classes and have them spread the word. That'd be the fastest way to distribute information for the student body. We've been handing out a lot of extra credit lately.
It's like we're getting some really weird requests from these guys.
Pretty much, like, there's probably a few weird rumors going around the academy right now.
No cause for concern. Does anyone happen to have a tuning fork to the bar realm?
Pretty much, yeah.
Just for funsies.
Just for after school activities.
All right, I say. I mean, yeah, we could do that, and if we don't turn up anything that's closer, we could do the Mirabar teleportation circle plan.
Yeah.
Give me time to wish I had a flesh tree friend with me.
You're gonna grow a flesh tree.
I can't. I didn't take a damn seed.
You
Wanted
don't,
one.
you don't know that was a seed.
I mean, it came out of a flower that I made.
Yeah,
Bloom.
yeah, it did.
I guess it could be like their pollen.
Yeah, you don't know what that was.
The flesh tree came on your face.
I made it skeet.
Well,
I should have made it stop screaming, if you ask me. It goes from the willow scream to ah.
Oh no.
Jesus.
I don't know why our viewer count went down after the last episode.
From 3 to 2.
Ashling is considering a life of celibacy.
If anyone could do it, it was me.
Slightest look of disappointment from your wood elf friend.
I'm joking.
I say, well, I will also go look around and see if I can find anything from those towns.
Talk to the fences.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my legal network of good movers.
I'm gonna ask my blacksmith girlfriend.
Okay.
See what we can figure out.
I'm gonna take a bath.
I'd be like, so it's been 8 hours. Is our mansion done yet, or what are we?
Well, you haven't given the DM what you want done to it, so
I imagine even if we had, it wouldn't be done in 8 hours.
it might take marginally longer. Just a hair. Like maybe
8 and a half.
another 20 minutes or so should be fine.
Well, we got 2 weeks between the next time we play, so we should probably do some player chat and figure out exactly the kind of setup we want.
Okay.
Flesh tree forest for sure.
No.
Hey, if I get to do whatever I want with my little section, why can't it be a flesh
This
tree
is
forest?
my half. I can put flesh trees if I want.
I heal. I get flesh trees. Speaking of which, never mind. Okay.
Jalara's like, I'll see if I can find any artifacts from the Silvery Moon, but the Seven Sisters are a little protective of things that come and go from there. So
Yeah, can we I guess find out like what do we know about Silvery Moon and Sundabar or any other nearby city?
I have been to Flint Rock.
well, yes, you have. It's like, well, Silvery Moon is it's a confederation of the Silver Marshes, and it's kind of the capital of the Evermore area. It's very well defended. Said to be, I've never met them personally, but said to be run by 7 immortal sisters. It's supposed to be pretty. It's an elven city, or theoretically an elven city. They don't offer a lot of entry, so we don't do a lot of trade or many dealings with them.
I ask.
I've been to
so-
Silver Moon, actually.
So what about other nearby cities
Pass
like
through it.
Sundabar?
You just want to know about it?
Yeah.
Well, it's formerly a citadel, kind of like Citadel Felbar. It is an extremely wealthy city, from what I hear. It's not so much a city as it is a fortress, much like Citadel Felbar. Also, entry isn't impossible, but not super easy. You could, with a good enough reason, or maybe with greasing the right palms, you could probably get into it.
Like, what would the friendliest place to try to teleport to, kind of in a circle around Feldbar? Like what about Adbar, or Peruna as well, or
Friendly bar.
One Stone?
I mean, you can teleport to any kind of general place you want. You don't have to teleport directly into a city. You can describe an area and try to teleport there. It's going to be, unless you have an object from there, it's going to be a bit of a gamble regardless. But even if you're off, you shouldn't be off more than, I don't know, a couple miles or...
I have a question for Blackstaff.
Sure.
The sending stone that Rygnerik has is attuned specifically to you, correct?
Correct.
Why would there be a sending stone near Trollbark, north of Trollbark Forest, that's attuned to Rygnerik.
Which stone is this?
Is he asking me or are you asking me?
This is the DM asking what item you're talking about.
The one that you had, the goblin and the head.
Oh. That's not attuned to Rygnerik. It's just a sending stone.
Oh. So they just happen to think. I've seen
That's just-
Rygnerik use one of these before. I saw Rygnerik with one.
Yeah, pretty much. That's just who they contacted.
So they could. So if we got that, we could use that to contact anyone.
Yes. From what
Interesting.
you gathered from spying on him. But yeah, that wasn't something that was specifically Rygnerik tuned. That was just who they contacted. Because the DM thought it was funny.
Oh, it was. Okay. Well, I'll back pocket that because we got a sending stone for anyone that we could use, and they did use it a few times.
Yeah.
That would be useful, but I'm not. We're thinking about teleporting there to get it. I guess we're at a stopping point while we wait for the morning and information to come in.
Yeah, it's 9.
Yeah.
Also,
Da-da-da-da!
to commemorate your return from the far realm successfully, everyone is now level 10.
Heck yeah.
I can summon flesh trees now.
Ironically, Slorth is level 8 now.
Now, by the by, I've seen these things. Like, would they be like considered? Could I conjure a beast that just looked like them, that like acted like another beast, though?
Why are you doing this
Can
to
you-
me?
There's
Can you
something,
conjure a flesh tree?
but I mean, there's something that I've seen now, and they're not really plant nor. I mean, I don't know. I can make something look like something else.
You can try.
Yeah, let's do that.
You
Let's
can
try to-
definitely experiment and see what comes out if you want.
Yeah, screaming flesh trees everywhere.
Who doesn't like a screaming flesh tree every now and then?
Me.
It's a fair
I
Yeah.
don't.
The goosebumps. Oh.
You see the little hairs raised too.
Ugh, didn't like that, but it was
Okay.
good.
So we'll end it there tonight. No game next week, right? Because Rygnerik, you got kiddo birthday, correct?
Yep. Unless you want to do a different day next week.
I think Liz can only do Wednesdays.
Yeah, I can't because I work evenings.
Okay.
So Wednesday's my day off.
How's the kiddo turning in? 12?
12. Yeah.
Yeah, mine turns
Man.
12 this year too.
They should hang out. If, there wasn't a plague.
Yeah. That would have been fun if we had her more often on Wednesdays. I definitely would have brought her over, try to get her to play too. Maybe 2 kids would have brought out inspiration in each other. Anywho,
Yep. So we will meet again in 2 weeks. Y'all can figure out what you want to do with your home and how you want to try to get there and how to grow flesh trees, I guess.
yeah, you got it.
All right. All right, everyone.
Night, night.
Have a good
All
night.
right, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.